Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Zen Romance Tarot. We're going to take a look at Taurus and Gemini, the relationship. I hope you guys are doing okay out there. I did meditate over these cards. We're going to take a look and see what's going on in this relationship. Okay, we're going to get right into it. I was going to use some other cards, but I was led to use some other cards. A couple of things about this read. I'm not really sure what it's about, but I think I do. These readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Be honest with yourselves when you hear the story. This may not be your story. I have a Taurus list. I have a Gemini playlist on Zen Romance Tarot as well as Zen Whispers Tarot. So, check them out. Give me the energy for Taurus in this relationship with Gemini, please. What is your concern? What are you up to? What's going on? What's going on, Taurus? Taurus is so stubborn. Oh my goodness. I don't force Taurus to do nothing. Taurus going to do what they want to do when they want to do it. You won't be telling them clearly. Every single time I pull, it takes 10 years for you, Taurus. I'm just saying. Love you. This is not for all Tauruses. I'm sure all of them aren't stubborn. Just like I'm sure there's some Scorpios that aren't stubborn. I don't know any, but... Alright. Taurus, please. Please. Alright. Maybe it's me. Am I doing something wrong here, Taurus? Okay, Taurus. I know, this is something else. Taurus, please give me one. Okay. Okay. Taurus. I'm not sure. We're going to try Taurus. Give me your energy, Taurus. I spent like a minute. Okay, Taurus. Finally. Goodness, medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. Again, there was something that you already knew, but you still took 10 years to flip over. You have to honor what you know. There's something about medicine mother. Some of you guys know how to heal yourselves. Or you need to learn. I feel like you guys do. You're honoring the things that you know, your roots, your ancestors, something like that. Medicine mother. I mean, I'm not taking these. I do see a moon card that comes out reversed. I feel like there is something that's going to come out. Something could come out about somebody's mom, a mother, or something like that. I'll take it. Okay, I'm going to take these. Give me, Gemini, give me your energy in this relationship with Taurus, please. Please be easier. Please. Because this one over here is very stubborn. And, see, look at you. I love it. Go ahead. Tell it. Tell it, Gemini. Tell it. I know you can't tell it fast enough. I know it. Oh, an elder. There's an elder that comes out reverse. Woo, child. Reverse elder. What are you doing? Giving out false information? Move beyond ancestral patterns. Some of you, Gemini, may be following in traditions of your elders that may not be on the upright, upright. Move beyond ancestral patterns. You're being advised that you need to get off the same path that these elders from, I guess, lives past, what they did. They've been doing something that's created some sort of pattern that is unhealthy. That's why you guys are being advised that you need to change it. You need to be the one to break whatever this is. I almost feel like Taurus went to see a psychic on you. I do. I ain't trying to be funny. They went and said, oh, how can I fix this? Oh, medicine mother. Depends on, what you going to medicine mother for, right? Honor something that you... This medicine mother said, you already know this. Why are you here, Taurus? Taurus, stop second guessing yourself. There's something with an elder. Gemini could be an elder who has had a series and pattern of bad choices in life, right? They've carried it over and over and over from the hills of there to the flatlands over here. Whatever. I could go so much further with that. I'm not going to. Give me one more for Gemini, please. Tell me about this elder. This could be Gemini in this energy. Or, whatever. You could be the elder here. An air guardian. Look at that. This elder could definitely be an air. Shift your perception. Gemini, you're being advised that you need to change your perception about something. The way you look at something, or somebody's going to change their mind at the way they look at you. The moon comes out reversed. So there's something that's going to come out. It could be about somebody's mother. Hold on, let me see what this is. Take note of intuitive messages. Taurus, you've been ignoring your intuitive messages. There's something that you guys already know. You've been ignoring yourself. Confirmation, you need to stop guessing, second guessing yourself. There's something that you know about this elder here. Maybe you're not admitting it. There's some patterns that need to be broken because Taurus, it looks like you're aware of these patterns that Gemini tends to practice. So these are, I don't know, elf fathers, you know, grandpapas from way back where. It's been going on for like ever with this family that this Gemini comes from. They need to change their perception. This is whatever they're doing is not okay because they're being advised to break the pattern. Give me the energy, please. Common. What's going on, please? All right, give me one more. Let's shuffle. What's the common energy? Let me put it where it belongs. Tell me where. What is this? What's the common energy between Taurus and Gemini? Common energy between Taurus and Gemini. Okay. I'm not taking it because it didn't really flip. I feel like that was a forced flip and I ain't doing that. So give me common energy. Okay, we got one. Look at that. And it came out organically. Father Sky comes out reversed. Trust in the unknown. Somebody's not trusting in the unknown. There's something with the King of Cups as a common energy. This is about having love and compassion. So this is your common energy. We both operate in love. We both operate in compassion. Paternal. This could be somebody who's a father. But Father Sky comes up reverse. Trust in something that you don't know. That's a common energy. There's this desire for love, compassion, creativity, and paternal. Something having to do with a parent. But there's also something false that comes out with Father Sky coming out reverse. Maybe Sky ain't your daddy. Somebody's name could be Sky. All right. We have the Eight of Pentacles that comes up for Taurus in this relationship with Gemini. To be honest with you guys, I don't necessarily feel like this is love. It feels like it's something else. Maybe it's a relationship that's gone bad. Yeah. Okay. With Taurus showing up here, they're doing something having to do with, it's about work. Like, they're loving what they do. They're protective of their work. They are probably the most productive person in the room. They're pleased with what it is they do. They're using talent. They're using their skill. There could be a possibility of turning maybe a hobby into something that they make money doing, like some sort of a money-making skill. And it was a hobby before. So they're really into this Taurus. It says that there's a possibility of new employment. So I feel like this is a job. Some of you guys could be in competition, whatever this is. Or Taurus is really focused on this job right now. They're putting everything they have into it. Something about new employment. But this is a new employment, but they also have a lucrative idea. So they're focused on work with this Eight of Pentacles, right? This could be a body of work that they're interested in. Whatever it is, they love what they do. They love where they're going with it. Ace of Pentacles comes out reversed for Taurus in this relationship. Now, you see here with Taurus put all this work into this, whatever this is, very productive, almost to the point of workaholic. It says some of you are workaholics, right? Because you put your all into it. But it also goes on to say that for some of you, not receiving a large sum of money, some of you are promised a certain amount of money. It says a smaller amount of money was received than promised, right? That sounds like some sort of a contract or some sort of agreement. It says something about a fresh opportunity has been revoked. Maybe somebody took their offer back. Taurus, you, because you're very skilled, could have, you could have said, this I don't know, this job or this assignment, or I don't know, this person could be a contractor. This assignment that I did for you, right, showed you that I work extremely hard. I'm good at what I do. Da-da-da, da-da-da. You know, this is my resume. This is all. And then here, you promised me something. You said I was going to receive da-da-da, da-da-da for this, right? And that's exactly what you did as long as I was contracting with you. But then when I became employed with you, because for some of you, this is about new employment. Some of you, it benefits you to stay contracting, all right? But then you got to worry about health care and all that other stuff. But You know, they get you one way or another. So the Ace of Pentacles comes out reverse. Taurus, you didn't receive the amount of money that you were hoping for with this. There was some fresh opportunity that has been revoked. So somebody took it back. Maybe it was you. Maybe you said, listen, I did accept this position, but I'm not coming to work if these aren't the numbers that we talked about. It's something where there's some sort of mix-up. But in other news, Taurus, it goes on to say that you were unable to seize a large amount of money. Somebody was supposed to seize some money. Maybe, Taurus, you were supposed to seize Gemini's money. It says you weren't able to seize a large amount. So I would think a large amount is something that is impactful. It is beyond wonderful. It is newsworthy, like, you know, CNN or Fox or something like that, right? Maybe MSNBC. Like, it's like newsworthy. That's the kind of money that you guys were supposed to seize. It doesn't look like it happened. It does go on to greed, something with greed, because they didn't get this large sum of money. Something was stressing out about money because they didn't get this large sum of money. And it doesn't look like they're going to get it. But going into debt. Worrying about money. Somebody was doing business with a friend. I'm starting to feel like this is business or competition. Or this is Taurus's struggles that tell why their relationship got messed up or something like that over here with Gemini. There's something here where you guys were in some sort of a loveless relationship. Ace of Pentacles reverse, a loveless relationship. Possibility. We do have the Queen of Cups that comes up for Gemini. She is reversed. So that's not a supportive, loving person. That's somebody who will get there, right? There's also something where the relationship was based on materialism. So we see that comes up. So we see that Taurus is a hard worker. We see that Taurus is in a relationship that is loveless. But we also see Taurus taking some sort of a chance with the Fool card. It says you guys may have gone into separation. Maybe you decided to leave everything in the past. It says, though, that you left your family behind, right? It says you were walking off youthful and carefree. So some of you may have been older, coming out of a relationship, long-term or marriage, and you decided, I'm going to leave now. So it says that you left your family and you got on the road. It says that you were hit with a sudden opportunity. It was sudden. It was something that came out of the blue sky. And when it speaks more to your character, and I'm going to just go into that, it says that you're in separation or you left the past behind. You leave your family behind to wander carefree. You could be younger, like you could have been younger when you got into this marriage. Like some of you could have gotten together at 17 and now you're 27 years old. Like you've been with the same person 10 years. It's something long-term like that. Some of you could have kids. It goes on to say that you are youthful, you are innocent. So even if you're an older traveler here with the Fool, you're still somebody who carries some sort of innocence and funniness about you. It's something about you, right? Something unique about you. So it also goes on to say, sudden opportunities come before you. There's a great deal of potential, as this Taurus is known as a disruptor of the business field. And they're a young person with a unique and unexpected chance, which has the potential to open up tons of doors. So there's something about this Taurus where they're not afraid to do something. And they take these chances. Now, if this is not Taurus, it could be them working with an Aries, because we do see that there was some work being done. There were promises of large sums of money. It says something about Medicine Mother, and I don't know who Medicine Mother is, but, you know, that would be the person that you go to, I guess, on the Indian place, the Indian resort. That's not what it's called. But do you understand, if you were to go into that sort of a community, this would be the Medicine Mother, the person you go to who would be the healer. If we take this into today's terms, we could say that there's a drug dealing mama out there, and she is the supply, she the plug, like that. I could look at it like that too. And something's going to come out. Maybe something Taurus didn't know about this. And maybe that's what Taurus walked into foolishly. I don't know. Somebody could have walked into a drug family. I have no idea. Gemini, let's take a look and see what's going on with you. And we'll come back and see what else we need to know. What I'm saying with Taurus is, if there's a breakup in this relationship, all of this chaos could be why. Even though you're working really hard, you still expected to receive some large sum of money. However, you or your partner Gemini is living a very materialistic lifestyle. Therefore, this Ace of Pentacles is unappreciated and the relationship is loveless. Also talks about you guys losing out on some sort of a friend. Or if you guys are friends, you're questioning friendship over assets or assets over friendships, right? Somebody's choosing assets over friendships. I don't know who this is. Gemini, when you come up, your energy shows the Queen of Cups coming up reversed. Now, the nice piece to this would be this is a woman of a dreamy nature, but she's disconnected from reality. She gives way more than she receives, and she ends up sacrificing. So if we look at the Queen of Cups, traditionally, she's a nurturing, supportive woman, right? Loves you and loves everybody else, loves herself, and still got tons more to give. I don't know what just happened. Oh, the light went off. Yeah. So it says that the Queen of Cups coming up reverse is the energy. But the other piece to it is, and you have to keep it in context of who this is, right? There's something here where this woman could be smothering. So you're off working hard. This woman's smothering you, right? It says here that she has a lack of money. So she's broke. So you're over here slaving, Taurus, and this woman is broke. She's laying on her. It says that she could be some sort of an artist. She could be intuitive, but she uses it for manipulation. She doesn't use it in a good way. She could have some sort of an addiction. But most of all, she doesn't have any money, right? Now, I do see also where the judgment is reversed here for this person. Whoever this person is, I don't know if they're getting in the way of you making money, because I see the Ace of Pentacles comes out reversed. You don't receive a large sum of money, but your Gemini also goes into some sort of judgment. Or they're judging you. But this person is materialistic and they have addiction. So, of course, they're going to say, where's the money? There's stagnation that comes up for this Queen of Cups reverse Gemini energy. It says something about them refusing to accept the changes. Now, some of the changes, Taurus, is you took off and left with this full card. You got on the road. You said, I'm going to have a new beginning. I'm ending this cycle over here. I want to go do something different with my life. Be an individualist. Whether you walk into hell or not, you decided to leave. Now, this Queen of Cups here, she comes up as smothering or has an addiction. Or you could have totally taken advantage of this woman. I can't necessarily say that. What I can say is this Queen of Cups, if I had to guess, she's the smothering one with the addiction. She may be the one with fertility issues, right? Because we have Father Sky coming out reversed. So that could be an indicator of, I don't know. The latest one may not be yours. We have a judgment that comes up reversed. This is stagnation, a refusal to accept changes, delays in completing something. So there were delays in getting something done. Or this Gemini doesn't opt to get something done. It seems like they wait too long. But this Gemini does end up having some long overdue wake-up call. It says that the old way that they've been doing things, such as getting money out of Taurus, they don't work anymore. So there's some sort of judgment that goes against this Gemini. The way they get this money has changed. Taurus has been advised, be cautious in all dealings at this time. That's the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Be cautious. Gemini is doing something in some scenario where judgment does go against them. It also goes on to say that the ramifications that Gemini is going to suffer or suffering right now, it's almost like they ignored these warnings. It's something where they ignored, what's the best way for me to put this? There was action taken, the old ways are not working, and the unexpected ramifications, it's almost like these people are delusional, like they never thought they would get in trouble, or they didn't know. Literally, I didn't know what I was getting into. So somebody made an error in judgment, because Gemini under judgment reverse says that too. It's an error in judgment. So you have to really figure out where it falls. Some of these Gemini didn't even know what this Taurus was doing. No idea that there was greed going on. But towards the end of it, maybe you didn't know about that scheme, but this one over here, Gemini, you knew about this Four of Pentacles because you was the one taking the money. It was you and Aries that got together and stole some money. Somebody wanted a new beginning. This Aries took some sort of a risk. They took a risk and they binged off somewhere overseas with some money. Four of Pentacles. That's embezzlement. So, Gemini, you worked with an Aries. And Taurus is aware of this too. But Gemini says you worked with an Aries to bring some money overseas as embezzlement. Is a big city that you put it in, or the bank is housed in a big city. These buildings look unusual, so it's not the United States, right? So this money is across somewhere. It's in crypto because they're coins. They also probably got some real gold over there. It says something about them having gold. So, Gemini is not aware of the ramifications because they either don't know that they're going to suffer them, or they've never gotten in trouble before, or they've always been promised nothing will ever happen to you, or they just never thought about it. It's like, I never got caught, so why not? So, there's some way of doing something that you did before that used to work, it doesn't anymore. Something connected to a medicine mother. Somebody could be peddling drugs too. There could be something with fraternity that's going to end up in court. A judgment goes against somebody because this Queen of Cups made an error in judgment and said somebody was a daddy, but they're not. Taurus, this Gemini could have said you're the daddy, but it's really a Scorpio that's the daddy. Excuse me. There's something here about somebody's ego being stripped. So Gemini, you might be broken down. Your ego might be stripped. Maybe you're on the ground. It says here that you're welcoming the trumpets of judgment. There's something where you denied something. For some of you, you may have denied being the father. That's what it says here. So somebody's under some sort of judgment. Their ego has been broken down. They suffered an ego death and they're still going through it right now. They made an error in judgment when they went and did something, but there's also fear of change. I fear things are going to change. I'm used to, Four of Pentacles, being able to take this money off the top or get this money for this and this, right? I can't do it anymore because the judgment goes against me. There's also something having to do with somebody putting something in somebody's drink. There was a lid on the cup. Just a reminder, yes, there was a lid on the cup. Somebody's got fair complexion, whatever that means to you. Somebody had an addiction, but somebody's lid was on the cup. Somebody says somebody had an addiction and they didn't remember something. So, common energy between you guys, King of Cups. I don't know if this is your employer. I'm not sure, but this is a successful entrepreneur. Somebody who wants to connect with his unconscious emotions. So this person, I'm assuming this King of Cups, I think they have it all, but it does say paternal. So there's something with the father here. Something with the father. This mother looked like she lied about who the daddy is. Somebody gonna be in for a big surprise when they go to court. Somebody shift your perception. Somebody's perception of a mother figure could change. Somebody's perception of an elder, maybe an older person in the family, could change. Or it's this father. Like somebody, when you find out somebody's not your father, you're like, oh my goodness, whatever, right? You get like those emotions or something like that. But you guys could have been lied to by this Gemini elder. Somebody's denying that they're the father. Anyway, it goes on to say, he wants to connect to his unconscious emotions, this King of Cups, which is your common energy. Despite being a master of his emotions, he still has mood swings. It mentions that his mood swings have to do with like stormy water. So like it's a water, lots of emotions. It says he is still not fully connected to his element. His element is water, so he's still not connected to his emotions. So although he's a King of Cups, he's not perfect. He's still got emotions. I feel like there's some competition. I don't know why this energy is common between you guys. Maybe you guys are parents. Maybe you guys broke up. I'm not sure exactly what this is. But I feel like somebody's gonna, be told that they're not the daddy. That's what it feels like. And I also feel like if this goes to court, it has to do with this woman bringing this man to court because of money. All right, the Eight of Pentacles, you Taurus. But I feel like the father is really a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio energy. Could be a Cancer. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles. There's something where somebody wasn't able to seize a large sum of money. That's because you ain't the daddy and we know you're working hard. So you went and left this dynamic. You said, okay, bye-bye. Fool. This Queen of Cups reverse, she comes with an addiction. She comes with a need for money. You might have children with her. There's some error in judgment. Could have been made by you to even partner with this woman, being that you walked away. But the Four of Pentacles, she was greedy anyway. She was in it for the bag. Alright? You the one with the money. But this one's really the daddy. But you're the one with the money. It's something like that. But I will tell you, in terms of looking at these cards, like I said earlier, there's an Aries that partnered up here. to do something with some money. Let me see, who was the fourth? With a Cap. So specifically, there could have been an Aries and a Capricorn working for a Gemini to embezzle money. Somebody took a trip across seas. They embezzled money. They embezzled crypto. They took some money off the top from somewhere. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Give me, what is this medicine woman, something, what is it that Taurus knows that maybe they're not admitting to themselves? Awakening something. Awakening of the soul, I think these are. And angels and ancestors. And tarot cards. Clarify. Medicine mother and the moon reverse. What is coming out that we need to know? Clarify that, please. Help me, please. Alright, we got one. Shadow. This is a shadow side of somebody. You're going to see the shadow side of somebody come out, right? Those are the things that they need to deal with in the dark. Some of you are going to find out that somebody has some sort of connection to drugs, or they got an addiction. They have an addiction. I mean, something that you already know, though. You know this. Maybe Gemini didn't confirm it, but they have an addiction. They're Queen of Cups reversed. So, selfishness, no aunt. Listen. Somebody's saying a mantra. Now, I'm not going to take that because I didn't ask no questions. But somebody's praying about this. So they have mantras to make things better. Could be you. They have the beads and... Okay. I'll put that away. Give me, tell me what this elder is. Somebody's perception is going to change of an elder. Hold on. You guys may need to do a mantra and pray about it once you find out about this person. But I feel like this person is not who they say they are. They lied about something, or they're the daddy and somebody else has been named daddy. Somebody's been playing the role of daddy when somebody else is actually the daddy. And it looks like it's a good guy who's the daddy, but the guy playing daddy is the one with the money. So maybe mama's after the bread. I don't know. Give me what's going on here. Simplicity. This elder wanted things to be simple. They didn't want something to be drastic. There's something with simplicity. Maybe you guys are easy. Maybe they wanted something to come off easy when you find out some news. Or you're going to find out that somebody was in easy. Like maybe they was in the bed easy. I don't know. Give me one more. Tell me about this elder. They want something to be simple. And it may not be simple. It's like, let me break it to you gently. That's not how it goes, elder. That's because when you ready. Now this came out upright. Leadership. This could be somebody in leadership who's this elder and did something. He or she could be a Leo, could be a politician, or, you know, whatever. Somebody, they wanted something to be easy, these elders. Simplified leadership. They want leadership to be simplified. I don't think it's that simple. It can be simplified. You just everybody got to be willing to get to work together. And not be intrusive and still allow people privacy. Give me one more, please. Who is this elder? This Gemini elder? They want simplicity and guitar playing. This person's in leadership. They want you to shift your perception. And they want you to trust, okay? But this elder's coming out reversed, so how can I trust you? Maybe they want you to trust the process of a butterfly. Butterflies keep coming up. Give me one more, please. Give me this Gemini. Vision. They want trust your vision. This person in leadership is telling you guys to trust your vision. I guess not what they say. Somebody could have lied to you in leadership or something. Trust your vision and go with it. Shift your perception. You saw what you saw. Let it go. Your mission is your mission. Keep going. Taurus, give me one more. Tell me about this shadow. What's up with this secret coming out about your shadow side? So far, there's a medicine mother. Maybe this is your dealer. I don't know. Solitude. Okay, so it really could be you going within for clarity. Maybe people don't know that you meditate. Maybe people don't know that you pray. I don't know. Give me one more. Give me one more. Okay. Adventure. Some of you guys are staying away from adventures. You're being alone. You're dealing with your shadow side. Maybe that's a surprise that's coming out. Like I dealt with the shadow side of myself. I dealt with, running away. I dealt with maybe I dealt with staying too long before. Now I'm willing to take those chances. I want a new beginning. Yes, I could be going into nonsense. However, I haven't had an adventure in a while. Adventure is reversed. So maybe that's why you wanted that. that Fool card so you could go out and play for a little while before you get serious again. I don't know. Give me the Fool and the Four of Pentacles, please. I'm curious about this Capricorn and this Aries working together to embezzle some money. They worked for Gemini. Give me more. A rebirth. These people want to have a rebirth. Yeah, somebody's having an ego death too. That's why. Somebody knows they made some sort of a dumb decision. Give me one more about rebirth. Silence. Somebody's not saying anything. These people are not talking. People are like getting the silent treatment, in solitude. That's the common energy. Silence. We're not talking. Release. I can't let something go, but I can't talk about it. I feel contracts here. I feel court. I feel something about a body of work and somebody not getting paid somebody else's money. It is a judgment. Somebody lost perspective with this money. Somebody lost perspective when they did something. They made an error in judgment, made a big mistake, and they're not getting the Ace of Pentacles. They're not getting this large sum of money. They could not seize this large amount of money. I feel inaction. They can't do anything, but I also feel like this could have been a robbery too. Some sort of orchestrated robbery. I feel like there's a manipulative elder here in leadership who used their title or whatever. Yeah, just trust me. Trust your vision. Knowing they holding you back, right? Knowing they giving you wrong advice. But your lesson is trust your vision. Don't trust this person. Give me this King of Cups. Who is this Father Sky? Tell me about Father Sky. Why is Father Sky reversed? Something about the song. Father Sky is reversed. There's a song that comes out reversed. Maybe somebody's taking credit for a song they didn't write or something like that. Or they want to change you to change your song. Song is reversed. Don't sing it. Don't say it. Ooh. Don't mention anything sensual. Whoever this is, they want you to be quiet about whoever this daddy is. They want the real father to shut up. That's weird. I don't know what this is. Father Sky could be a singer. He could have written songs and somebody stole his work. This could be about somebody's work. Sensuality. I think somebody had to be reserved at some point. I don't know why. Maybe then gratitude. What? Gratitude. Oh, somebody's thanking you. They're praying for you and saying a mantra. Somebody must. I feel like somebody probably stepped in and helped take care of somebody's kid. There's something with a change. Like somebody could have had a sex change. Or somebody could have gotten bitten by a snake and they changed. So if you get bit by a snake, that means somebody screwed you over sometimes. Right? And you have to change the way you do things. Something about somebody lied. A change because of somebody lying. Somebody lied on the King of Cups. What is this? Oh, somebody said this King of Cups was fake and it was a lie. King of Cups, somebody lied on you. And it's something that you feel like you are having some challenge